If you're currently trying to lose weight and you have no idea what to order at a restaurant, listen up. I'm going to give you my top tips that I use to not only lose fat, but maintain it as well without ever having to order really boring meals. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video about fat loss, fitness, weight training. Woohoo! First tip is do not order something that's so boring you're gonna regret it, because I've been there and it just doesn't really end up going too well. Picture yourself getting a plain, boring spinach salad with balsamic dressing on the side, and everybody else around you is getting the most delicious burgers and pizza and nachos. That's what happened to me. It was my grad dinner and I was like, oh, I think I'm still gonna stick to my strict diet. This was back in the day when I still kind of went a little too hard, was struggling with yo-yo dieting, blah, 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 blah. So that was my plan. But of course, once I'm sitting here with my boring plain salad and everybody else has deliciousness and the nachos are right in front of me, next thing you know, I'm neck deep in nachos, hogging them from everybody else. So that's why don't order something where you're just gonna feel left out and like you're just missing out. Order something that you still like. So the next tip is the ToGo Box Strategy. So remember that restaurants typically have fairly large portion sizes. What you can do is plan on eating not the entire meal. Maybe you'll eat half, maybe you'll eat a little bit more than half, maybe you'll eat 3/4. If you're like me, that can be hard to actually do, because once you have the meal in front of you and it's like so delicious, you're like, oh, I just want to finish this. That's why this is the key part of the to-go box strategy. You're not getting the to-go box at the very end of your meal when you say, oh, I'm full, I'm gonna get the to-go box. No, what you're gonna do is get it before. You can ask for them to bring it even with your meal, or partway through, like when you're like, okay, this is where I should stop. Bring me the to-go box, bring me the to-go box. This kind of ties into the next, or this kind of is the next tip. It's a mindset kind of thing. For me, I know that even still, like doing something like that, I feel like, oh, I feel so high maintenance and annoying and like almost embarrassed asking for a to-go box like so early on. I'd be like, what are other people gonna think? Oh my God. Don't think of it that way. I'm sure there's other people who would feel the same way, so that's why I'm saying this. There's nothing wrong with having fitness and health goals. It's literally for your health and your well-being, and it's smart. And it shows that you're really setting boundaries for yourself, so you stick to your goals and stick to the things that you set out to do. You may feel a little weird being like, oh, I feel different from other people, like, but it's worth it if it's gonna help you feel good after about what you did and how the night played out. I want to know, what are your favorite meals to order at restaurants? Comment below. It doesn't have to be something like healthy or calorie friendly. It could be like a 10,000 calorie meal. I don't think those exist. I'm not condoning that. But yeah, it could be anything. Comment below. Yummy food. Tip number 4 is to beware of healthy foods. Beware! But actually, a lot of things that sound healthy are just as high calorie, maybe even higher calorie than getting like a burger. Like I know sometimes, yes, the ingredients may be better, but if you're, trying to stay in your calorie deficit, trying to lose fat, or at least not go crazy over, you may just be making it harder for yourself. Like certain salads with the dressings, the nuts, the cheese, smoothies even. That's one thing that it's shocking. Some smoothies can be like 400 calories, 100 plus grams of carbs, and meanwhile you're here thinking that you're getting this like really diet friendly choice. So that's always something to really be aware of as well. Don't be fooled by the deception of the healthy label. So something really helpful that you can do is look online before arriving at the restaurant so you can see the calories. Most places have them, not all places though. If it's not a chain restaurant, there's a good chance they might not have the nutritional information, but you could still look and see what they have online, because they should at least have the menu online. And then you could always kind of search up things similar. I mean, this doesn't have to be like some crazy research process where you're like Googling a million different calories, but it's like, oh, okay. Let's say I want to get a, I don't know, I can't think of a meal. A shrimp stir fry. Find that from somewhere else, look up the nutritional information, and then you'll have a rough idea of it, and then that's what you can get. That way you're not completely guessing, and maybe you actually have room for the entire thing. And again, it's not about being like perfect calories or whatever. We're just getting like a ballpark range so we can be decently on track. The thing is, like, there's different days. Like, some days maybe, like, say if it's a weekday and you want to be like pretty on track, you would not order the same thing as if it was a weekend, and you have a little bit more flexibility. So if it's a day where you want to be like on track, I would say make sure you order something that's like centered around a protein source, has a lot of vegetables. Weekend could be different. Maybe you'll order some pizza, some pasta, delicious. There's like different types of restaurant outings. There's different vibes. There's we're being responsible, and there's we're being a little bit less responsible. So even if you're ordering something completely unhealthy, don't get stressed about it, because like obviously healthy foods are important. I'm not telling you to like neglect your health, but again, if you're going out and you're like, oh my gosh, my diet's gonna be ruined, what am I gonna do? Say you go to KFC for the afternoon. Yes, maybe that's not like the healthiest thing, but if you're keeping the portion sizes responsible, the calories under control, even if you're not actually counting the calories, it's going to help you not sabotage your goals. Tip number 5 is ask for things on the side. I thought that was gonna rhyme and it really didn't. Like I mentioned, with a salad, there's a dressing, there's nuts, there's seeds, there's cheese, all this stuff. So you can ask for it on the side, and that doesn't mean you can't eat it all, but at least that gives you an idea of, again, what the portion size is and how much of it you want to eat. So then you can keep it under control. Your salad won't be like drowning in dressing or anything like that. That is a good way to really control the narrative of the meal. Something to help you to kind of maintain control is don't arrive at the restaurant starving. Have some vegetables, maybe a protein shake a little bit before. Some people will try to eat nothing all day or very, very, very little. And while you can try to eat a little bit less to save room, don't have it so you're ravenous, because then it's not gonna go too well, most likely. What happens if you do all these things, but you get a really bad case of the cravings and you find you just overdo it and things didn't go to plan? First, don't beat yourself up. It happens. I still have days, weekends, whatever, where I feel like, oh, that was a little overboard. That was a bit much. It's okay. Just get on track, get back going, keep on going on. Yeah. And also watch this video, which is gonna tell you what to do the day after overeating. Now, if you're watching this current video within the week or 2 that it was released, then the next video does not exist yet. I'll put something else that's helpful there in the meantime. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. Like this video if you enjoyed it and found it helpful. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.